And welcome back to the MTG Rundown. I'm Andrew.
Every day is a waking nightmare that I cannot escape.
I, too, have not had my morning coffee.
I'm really glad we're back.
Yep.
And in today's news, we have some updates to the rules of Magic. They've decided to finally fix a couple things they should have fixed a while ago. And we got some spoilers, some would say. So we're gonna dive right in.
I will say that those aren't spoilers; they are leaks.
Okay,
spoilers are
true.
official. Leaks are what people who are a little bit unscrupulous do.
True, some of them are, but some of these are legitimate spoilers for like the Secret Lairs.
Correct.
Because some of these Secret Lairs do look really tight.
Yeah.
So I do want to talk about them. Let's get started with Wizards changing some rules stuff up. So I think the first things we got to cover is Landfall and Surveil.
Oh my
Words
god.
now.
Fucking thank God that they are evergreen keywords now, because good lord, surveil is not that hard to understand.
It's really
like, consider should just say surveil 1, draw a card, and now it does.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, definitely needed that because it was really annoying. Like when when Theros Beyond Death came out, the Eat to Extinction that
Was literally was destroy a creature, exile a creature, or planeswalker, surveil 1, but
Exactly.
they wrote out the whole thing.
And their excuse was like, "Whoa, Surveil goes with the Ravnica plane, and we're not gonna want to." It's like, no, just who cares? Who cares at this point?
Okay, and Scry goes with the Dominaria plane. All right, shut up. Give me my keywords. Less words on cards, please. Less words on cards.
Yes, less words on cards makes it a lot easier for not only players but judges as well. So that would be nice. So they're making Surveil and Landfall evergreen. So
Yeah.
we're good there.
Which is cool.
What else? What else did they fix?
They went through and updated the 3 rules for Sarah Redeemer to just make it work now. Originally, it was just kind of like everyone knows how the card's supposed to work, but in the comprehensive rules, it technically didn't. They just went through and like, all right, I'm going to put a word here and take this word out. Okay, there we go. It works now. Stop complaining.
Yep. That's good. That is good. Because there was a little bit of confusion on that one because people are dumb.
That was like an absolute nitpick.
Yeah. A ton of Unfinity cards got changed.
I wonder why.
Pretty much just so, you know, his power is equal to the stickers instead of, I don't know, whatever it is it said. Also, they had to really over-explain sticker kicker, which I thought was really funny. No, you have to pay for the sticker kicker. The kicker is not also sticker kicker.
Can you imagine being that rules guy that literally has to write this article? Like, he has to be drunk, right? Like, from the pain.
Just like
talking about sticker kicker.
Just eating painkillers.
And downing it with like a bottle of like Jim Beam beside him. You know, just going nuts. Because who cares anymore, right?
Yeah.
Genuinely just glate. I started scrolling through. I should probably isn't like nope, not gonna read this.
Yep.
Nope. I saw that.
Space Bellerin technically devised the book. It's like, shut up, stop talking about it.
Space Bellerin doesn't exist in my world. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we had to change the way state-based action. No, you didn't. Shut up. Just don't print the card. I hate him.
Just retroactively silverboard the whole set and be done with it. It'll solve all the problems.
Just say, you know what, guys, we screwed up. Just come out, admit your mistake, because I'll respect you more. I will respect you more if you could do that for us.
You know, and that's really valuable to them. Your respect.
Yeah, exactly. My respect in particular.
Yep.
I genuinely enjoy looking at the Infinity price and seeing shock lands, then the basic lands, then saw in half, then nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It is the various foils and altarts of the shocks and basics, and then the one card that is actually saw in half is actually good. I like saw in half.
Yep.
And then everything else is under $1.
Just now, I will say the one I do like that if I wanted to, I would not buy it from Wizards exclusively. Obviously, I'd go through LGS, but I do like that Captain Rex guy, the guy that's basically Zach Brannigan. I cannot remember the guy's name.
The guy who they just had to errata to say
Yes.
that the ship is that the vehicle is sacrificed before the damage is dealt and
Yes.
not after, because
Yes.
one of those is a bit too good.
Yeah.
Yep.
They also added the word choose in there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So, because, yeah, but that is the only card from the set that I actually, I truly like, that I could see, like, oh, they could have put that in, like, another set and let it be legal. That would have been fine. That would have been funny. I would make a fun commander out of that, but I kind of don't want to do it because it's Unfinity. It's very tough for me to want to do that, even though I kind of want to. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just not great.
It's just not great. So, yeah, that was great. And then moving on from that.
In short, yeah, the things they should have done a while ago, they just did.
Yep. Hey, good job, Wizards. Good job. You get a cookie. One cookie.
They can just pat themselves on the back. They do it enough already.
Yeah, that's true. And for that intern
If
that
they do it anymore, they might break their spine.
for that one rules intern guy that has alcohol poisoning, get better soon.
I feel you,
have
buddy.
health insurance, buddy.
Feel you.
So now we move on to some Secret Lair spoilers and leaks.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yes. So we got some good ones. Like we have the If Looks Could Kill, which I really like. Has like Reflector Mage, Liliana of the Dark Realms, Adaptive Automaton, and Azami, Lady of Scrolls.
Ooh.
Yeah, these. Look at these arts. I don't know if you've seen these arts.
Oh, I have. Oh, yeah.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Lily is beautiful.
Yeah, the Lily is great.
I've seen that.
Who would have thought that adding more arms was just like, I was like, oh,
I'm okay with
Liliana
it.
with 6 arms? I'm here for it.
The Hindus?
Yeah, true.
They got it.
Anyone on an acid trip? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone
You know what?
yeah.
Fair enough. Say less, fam.
I have stories about that I can't tell in this show.
Subscribe to the OnlyFans for the after. No. And then we have the backstage pass for the Post Malone. It's Post Son of Rich.
Yeah.
That's supposed to
Post
be
Malone
Kirk.
is Crick, son of Yawgmoth.
I enjoyed the immediate reaction I saw when that card was shown. It was just, his father's name is Dick Post?
Yeah, no, what's funny though is they also had basic lands, and all they are is like doodles he did on them.
Yep.
It's like, okay,
Yeah,
if you're a fan of Post Malone,
Yeah, whatever.
more power to you.
I think like of all like the celebrities, like I feel like Post Malone is like the least egregious to be like, we're just gonna do a whole thing for him. Like,
Yeah.
all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
that's fine. I have
He's
nothing
made at
against
least
it.
one good song.
I've never listened to his music.
Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
I have seen that.
You know the song from the beginning?
Oh, okay.
yes.
Do-do-do, bum, bum, ba-da-da-bum.
Oh, okay.
That's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, not bad.
Yes.
I
He
thoroughly
did a
enjoyed.
he did a great Nirvana set for charity.
Really?
Yeah, he absolutely nailed it.
See, I'm very out of touch with more.
Yeah, with
recent
Travis
music.
Barker on drums
Yeah,
of
cool.
Blink 182 fame.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Blink 182 still sucks though. Don't do it.
Aren't they getting together for like a giant ass tour? that
Yeah,
everyone set up
yeah.
as?
Tom DeLonge is back in the band again. He took a break from hunting for aliens for the United States government as a matter of national security. That's real,
Yes, it is.
by the way.
it is.
Some really important UFO leaks have actually been from
what
Tom
sucks?
DeLonge.
See, here's
I'm
what
not
sucks.
joking.
I've been dealing with this a lot this past weekend, where a lot of my favorite like things that I grew up with a little bit and like enjoyed thoroughly, I have been more realizing, like, oh man, they're pieces of crap. It really sucks.
Oh man, yeah. Kill your idols, homie.
Yeah, I got to. Oh, and not even idols. It's just things I enjoyed. I can't enjoy anymore, knowing what I know.
Yeah.
I didn't like
What was
put
it-
them
what
on
was
a
it-
pedestal.
What was it this weekend?
Honestly, Rooster Teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, yeah, that was rough. I was there. People were like, "Oh yeah, Rooster Teeth is collapsing in on itself," and I'm like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Oh,
My red versus blue memories. Can't. Yep. That sucks.
yeah."
But
When you
not
just
gonna discuss
refer to
that.
every LGBTQ person in your company as the F slur,
Yep. So that was my weekend.
yep.
Anyways, back to the plot.
Mhm.
So then we have the weirdest pets in the universe Secret Lair, which I find endearing.
It's pretty cute.
It's cute,
It's
yeah.
pretty
And enough of those
cute.
cards are actually good.
It's pretty cute. They're pretty good. Like you got the Laboratory Maniac, Stitcher Supplier, Beast Whisperer, really good. Vizier of the Menagerie, and Wood Elves.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good.
3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 ain't bad. Now the one I really like is the Totally Spaced Out. The
Yes. The lands are good for the wasteland alone, homie.
The Wasteland is yeah, I got the Strip Mine, got Ash Barrens, Fable
Strip
Passage,
Mine.
and Command Beacon.
Strip Mine.
I
Not
really
Wasteland.
like Strip Mine and Fable Passage.
Yes, those are both good. And also actually good cards, supremely playable in every format they're
Oh,
legal
for
in.
sure. Oh yeah, for sure. That Strip Mine is going to be real sexy if I can get my hand on it.
Yeah.
Then let's see. We have the Space Beyond the Stars. So these are enchantment ones. They have Imprisoned in the Moon, which is enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. As enchanted permanent is colorless. Is a colorless land with add tap a colorless, and it loses all other card abilities for blue and 2 colorless. Got Stasis.
Stasis. No, Stasis is just like probably my top 20 favorite cards of all time, and just like seeing it get a new art is like pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's great. Oh yeah, I saw it. It's super pretty.
Prismatic Omen looks real good. I like that art. And then Wheel of Sun and Moon card that
Which has fallen way out of favor in recent years.
looks cool though.
It does look cool.
Then we have the I'm gonna let you say the name. You're better at pronouncing names.
Oh, Junji Ito.
Thank you.
Speaking of kill your idols,
Please don't. I'm still in mourning.
What happened?
NFTs, my dude.
Ah,
He's going all in on NFTs. But anyway, his art is still incredible. I just wish he made better choices. All right, we got Thoughtseize. We got Doomsday, which is search your library and grave. You all know what Thoughtseize does. Doomsday is search your library and graveyard for 5 cards and exile the rest. Put the chosen cards on top of your library in any order. Lose half your life rounded up. It doesn't say this, but it also says win the game. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. Carrion Feeder for one of the best sack outlets in the gosh darn game. 1 black for a 1/1 Zambo. Can't block, but you sack a creature to put a 1/1 counter on him. And Plague Crafter, 2 colorless and a black for a 3/2 human shaman. When Plague Crafter enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Each player who can't discards a card.
pretty good.
Solid cards all around. I am unfortunately obligated to buy it for my love of both Thoughtseize and Doomsday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yoji Shinkawa is how you pronounce that man's name.
Gotcha. I'll let you do this next one here. These are really nice.
Let's see. We got Tezzeret the Seeker. Well, 5-drop Planeswalker, +1, untap 2 artifacts. -X, search your library for an artifact with mana value X or less, put on the battlefield and shuffle. And -5 artifacts you control become artifact creatures with base power toughness 5/5 till end of turn. Next up, we got the good old Sad Robot.
Is that a robot?
ETB, get a land. When he dies, draw a card.
Fun fact, did you know Solemn Simulacrum was originally going to be a 4-cost Simic elf?
No.
It was changed to an artifact because Wizards felt it fit the artifact theme of Mirrodin Moor. Follow MTG History on Twitter. They're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Skull Clamp, one of the most perfect banned cards in existence.
Yep.
And Phyrexian Metamorph.
Skull Clamp did nothing wrong.
Bro, if you unban a Skull Clamp in any format, I would play that format in a heartbeat. I don't
Did you
give
ever
a
watch
shit.
when Mox Boarding House did the no banless modern event?
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. know that one.
Yep. Every
Yup.
deck was a clamp list.
I love
Every deck was a
that.
clamp list.
And then it's Wizards just going, this is why we have a ban list.
Yeah. It was just like, no, this card still needs to be banned. Okay.
And then Metamorph 3 and a Phyrexian blue ETB as a copy of any artifact creature in play.
Nice.
And then Mr.
Nice.
Shinkawa is the guy who does all of the concept art for Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, okay. Nice. Now we get to the leaks.
Now we get to some leaks.
For Phyrexia, all will be one. These are pretty huge.
No, they're hot.
They're hot.
They're real cool.
They are hot. And we're going to go through the 6 that we got. And we're going to start. We're going to just start. We're going to, you know what? We'll save that one with the extra
new
little
year,
thing for last.
Yeah.
So we'll go backwards.
Yes,
Sure.
I think we start with just the reprint.
Okay, yeah, we'll start with the reprint. So we got Thrumming Bird. Thrumming Bird is being reprinted.
Classic.
1/1 flyer for blue and a colorless. When it deals combat damage, you proliferate.
That is the most perfectly uncommon card I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, for sure. Then let's see. Go ahead and give me that blue one right there.
We have Quicksilver Fisher, 2 blue, 3 colorless, Phyrexian Drake for 3. Flying, when Quicksilver Fisher enters the battlefield, draw a card, discard a card. Phyrexia will stretch from sea to sky, across worlds and realities, inescapable and perfect.
Yeah, the flavor text is top notch. Not gonna lie.
It's real good.
And also, that's a 5-drop.
Yeah.
Like a 2 blue. You said 3.
2 blue and 3 colors.
Oh, I misheard you.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's all good.
hard.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's been a long day, folks.
Yeah, we got Sawblade Scamp. He's a single red for a 1/1. Haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Sawblade Scamp. Tap, remove an oil counter from Sawblade Scamp. It deals 1 damage to each opponent.
I like that.
Yep.
Nice.
He's a little scamp.
We have a new counter. Oil.
Oil.
Counters. Oil.
Oil.
I'm just liking reading Shock becomes Bolt and Bolt becomes Better Bolt.
Yep.
All right. Then we got Furnace Punisher, a 1 red, 2 colorless, 3/3 with Menace. It's a Phyrexian warrior. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Furnace Punisher deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. That's pretty funny.
Pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
pretty
like
tasty.
that. Pretty tasty. Let you get that one there.
I am going to read the flavor text of Sinew. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. I'm just reading Sinew Dancer. Never mind. So it is a white mana for a 1/1 Phyrexian soldier. 3 colorless and a white. Tap it. Tap target creature. It has the corrupted ability, which says white. Tap it. Tap target creature. Activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Now, isn't that interesting? To resist the embrace of the flesh singularity is to reject unconditional acceptance. I love that they are going like full on like religious like Christo-fascism with this flavor tag. It's so good.
It is. Oof.
And then finally, the new one, Mere Convert. 2-drop artifact. It has tap, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color, or more importantly, the new keyword, Toxic 1.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and of course, and that doesn't have any thing to it.
Yeah,
Not even the
because
flavor text.
because these are all the showcase versions of these cards, so they don't have their
Reminder text.
the reminder text on them. Yeah.
So we get to wildly speculate.
Yeah.
And the flavor text for this one, you've been doing good with the
Yeah,
flavor
okay,
text. So
sure.
read the flavor text.
In the embrace of the mother of machines, hard work never goes unrewarded.
Damn.
I also love that she is now officially the mother of machines,
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
or as I call her, the mommy of machines.
Got him. So, okay. Toxic 1.
So, I think Toxic 1
Gone.
is going to be Infect. Do you guys remember the ability Venom? Or I think it
For time spiral.
yeah, where it would give you that amount of poison counters when it dealt damage.
Sure.
I believe Toxic 1, it is going to put 1 -1/-1 counter on a creature if it hits, or 1 poison counter, right? But it's a what is it, a 2/2 or whatever?
2/1.
2/1. Yeah, so it's doing 2 damage, but it is putting 1
Okay.
of the classic infect type counters.
Okay.
That's my thought.
My immediate thought was going even older. I think it was printed whether like the Ophidian cards, where if it attacks and is unblocked, you may have it do a poison rather than 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
That could be it. Oh man, I like both of those.
Yeah.
Oh man, for me though, I don't know if I can really think of anything that I could combat with those two. Not
Sure.
even really combat, but like throw in the mix. I mean, Toxic One. Now watch it something really stupid.
Yeah, watch it be neither of those.
Just be neither of them.
And they were just like, no, we're just bringing back Infect, homie. And
Yeah. I would say I would have to kind
Whoa,
of agree
mama.
with you that
Sure.
it could be like you either deal 2 damage or give 1 poison counter.
Yeah.
I do think that's what it, or give like a -1/-1 counter or something.
Yeah.
Probably more the poison route because figured if you try throwing like -1/-1 counters, you might as well just do Wither or Infect at that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I could see it being that. I think the most I could see it being that. It's gonna be interesting. I'm very curious to see what else they're gonna do. Like, what are we bringing back? Could we be a menace because of Infect? Could we see Blightsteel Colossus come back? That would be hilarious.
That would be funny. God, I hope not.
I kind of want it to.
I hope they do. I mean, because let's be real. Right now, Esper control mid-rangey bullshit is the deck.
Yeah.
I would prefer to not give them literally the perfect win con.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, like as much as I love Esper and
Yeah.
all things control. If you were like, hey, so you have Hullbreaker, Horror, and Blightsteel Colossus as your 2 main win cons, you're done. Right, you're not playing the game anymore. You know, no other. We just allowed aggro to come back.
And
you
can't
know,
forget about the Toxrill and sideboard.
and the toxic side. Yeah, no, oh my God, no. I hope not. I hope not.
My immediate thought when you said bring back Blightsteels, meat hook that fucker.
Yeah,
You're not me hooking anything in standard.
The only other was someone was speculating like, oh well, maybe it's gonna be like Affliction. It's like I don't think they're gonna make that like Afflict. We're like, oh yeah, you take 2 or you block and get a poison counter. No.
yeah.
There's literally no.
Yeah, I think if I'm leaning towards anywhere, I'm going towards your idea the most.
Sure.
Now, what would be hilarious, because this does say tap and pay 2 life to add a mana for the mana rock. How funny would it be if it said in the text instead of like dealing damage or loss of life? So you get to choose: do you take a poison counter?
Or do you get the? Oh, okay.
That would be cool.
That would be funny.
That'd be real interesting.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that where they could just go, okay, yeah. So like,
Yeah, because I mean, having a what is it? A 2 mana 2/1, 3 mana 2/1,
a 2 mana
2 mana 2/1 that can tap for any color, like, and it's being an artifact, like that is good, right? Like that's way better than all of the other mirrors that they've printed that produce mana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that would be some fun tension.
It's an uncommon slot too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that would be. I could see that. I could totally see that where it's like, okay, no, you get to choose. You either get to lose 2 life because, like, early game, you're going to take the 2 life because life is a resource. You utilize it. But maybe when it's like later game, it's like, okay, I don't have any poison counters, but I'm down to like 8 life. Yeah, I'll just take a poison counter, not lose a life, but get my mana.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I could definitely. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Do it, wizards, cowards.
They've already done it. We just don't know what it is.
I'm just being a dork.
This set was done 2 years ago.
It really was.
Like,
so now that we've seen these leaks, I'm going to close up on one other thing because I just remembered something I wanted to talk to you guys about. But for Phyrexia All is One, based off what we're seeing, obviously we don't have enough information to be like, oh, this is what the set's going to be.
Yeah.
But obviously, poison's going to be put into play. So we're going to see a lot of poison. We're going to see like that new toxic ability. Going to see what that's going to be. Going to see how they're going to utilize oil counters.
yeah.
So my question is, what else do you think we're going to get? Like, is there something bigger that's going to match in with the Phyrexia stuff that we're going to see?
I mean, we'll probably see like the the machine that they're using to rip between worlds, right? Just because like the Phyrexians aren't planeswalkers. I mean, they weren't planeswalkers until Tameo.
Yeah.
Right, but they were still like jumping through the multiverse. So we're probably going to see whatever machine that is.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
My only hope is that we get Elish Norn again, but as just the most oppressive piece of shit possible.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Let it
Take the original Elish Norn and just like amp it up.
Yep.
Just
Sure.
more.
Make her a 5-drop creatures your opponent control get -5/-5. Nice
Yeah.
board you got there.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Sholdred is extremely oppressive right
She
now
is.
Yeah.
in
She is.
standard. And I would love to see Elish Norn come back. Like, okay, yeah, let's make this a 4/5 as well. Let's do the whole static. Maybe at the beginning of your upkeep, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature your opponent controls. Why not? Let's make it that oppressive.
Yeah.
You could do that. That
Okay.
matches well with Elish Norn. And maybe like whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain a life or something.
Nah.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Draw a card.
Ooh, yeah, make that a 4-drop. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be nuts.
Mm-hmm. Let's go nutso butso, baby.
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm definitely. Hopefully, they bring back Phyrexia mana because I've always was a fan of the Phyrexia mana.
Mhm.
I always like going. No, I'd rather pay 2 life here.
You do know why they can't do that, right?
No, I'll be honest. No, I don't see
Okay.
why they can't.
Okay.
Never
Fair
mind.
enough. So the only way to make Phyrexian mana fair is to make the spell that you're casting with it overcosted. And if you make it fair costed, but make one of the pips Phyrexian mana, it is now just the best version of that card.
True. Okay.
Right? Like Gitaxian Probe, right? Gitaxian Probe is just what's the stupid one? Peak? Right? Gitaxian Probe is just peak. But it's one Phyrexian blue.
Yeah.
No one plays Peak. Peak is a bad card.
Yeah.
Gitaxian Probe is one of the best cards they've ever printed because it's 0 mana.
Exactly. Nah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. I could see them doing more of a completed type thing.
Yeah,
Like they're
I'm
doing.
down with complete.
Yeah, that's a balanced version.
Yeah,
for
complete.
sure.
I'm way cool with.
No, yeah, that's fine. Makes sense to me.
I could definitely see them doing completed creatures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like completed legendaries where maybe like there's a drawback with it? Like maybe
Oh,
it comes in.
stop it! I can only be so just aroused.
Like you have like a
so
5-drop
excited.
like legendary creature, but it has completed. So where okay, you only have to pay 4 and 2 life, but it comes out like with a -1/-1 counter. Or maybe your opponent gets to draw a card.
So they're bringing back they're bringing back old characters,
Yeah.
like Braids and Urtai.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You think they're gonna bring back Yawgmoth?
I
think
hope
he's
so.
dead and gone.
So is Braids and Urtai.
No, Braze was just like fucked off into an interdimensional portal of no one know what was going on with her.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, no, Braze just kind of stepped out for milk and came back 20 years later.
yeah, fair enough.
I'm sure a Necronomicon exists in the world
Fair.
of Magic. Let's be
I'm all
honest.
for it. Where the fuck is Koth?
Yeah, where is Koth? That dude has just been like holding it down. That man is the John Connor of New Phyrexia. Just like there's a small resistance. Koth is doing his damnedest. Everybody's gonna show up and he's gonna be like, "Where were you guys? Karn, you said you would be back in 10 minutes. What the hell?
That was the longest 10 minutes ever.
I have an eye patch now."
Give me completed Teferi.
Give me
How
like
funny would that be?
give me Venser's desecrated corpse.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, better yet. Give me like a cyborg Gideon.
But Gideon is actual dust. Gideon's soul doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, that doesn't. I've seen enough sci-fi and anime to know that doesn't stop anybody.
It stopped Liliana.
Well, okay, true. That is true. It did stop. Well, that's Liliana though. She's no Phyrexian.
That is true.
Maybe they made a Phyrexian vacuum just to fucking suck his ass up.
Just one of those little Phyrexian mirrors. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
It's like, but it's one of those things where like they really poorly they flash back to the actual scene of Gideon dying, but they really poorly edit in that guy in the background. So he's like, no, he was there the whole time. But if you like watch the original episode, it's like he's not even close to being there.
Okay, so this is gonna show my true dork side and my geek side because I'm a fan of things like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. But they literally did something like that in Dragon Ball Super when they brought back Frieza. And the dragon's like, yo, you can bring him back, but he's going to be in like a million fucking pieces because that's how he died last.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's cool. We have some sciencey bullshit. We'll put him in this like tub and then we'll just have him get his body all regenerated because he can live in a million pieces, right? Literally, that was what happened. They literally go, shit, pick up all the pieces, throw it in this vat, and then we'll bring him back to life on our ship.
Bring to a boil, add onions.
Exactly,
Yes.
literally what it was. It was the dumbest shit. Like, it was really dumb how they brought him back. But that's what I'm just imagining here. Like, you have a freaking Phyrexian mirror with a dustbuster going through. You have, like the Phyrexian gods going, hey, don't you miss a damn ash. You get every bit of that.
Yes, mother of machines. All hail. We'll make this boring bitch interesting.
Oh, man. That'd be great.
Your himbo, ma'am.
Oh, God, that's really funny. I kind of need fan art of that. Oh, man. But no, the last thing I do want to...
Hey, little mirror, what you got there? A smoothie.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I love that. But no, the last thing I want to cover was something I was reading up because I follow a lot of like people who play like Magic on Twitter and stuff like that. And something came up that I kind of wanted to address because to me it talks about like tournament etiquette or talks about, hey, if you're a judge, how to assess a situation.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a player on Twitter. I don't remember the person's name. They were at a tournament and they're seated with their opponent and their opponent pile shuffles, puts it all together and presents.
Mm-hmm.
That is not accurately shuffling. You can pile shuffle, but after you're done pile shuffling, you're supposed to put everything together, give it a few more good things, looking away, and then you present for it to be cut or shuffled by your opponent. So the player that made the tweet asked their opponent nicely to please shuffle because it's not accurately shuffled. They refused. So the player called a judge.
Yeah.
Judge comes over. Player explains all they did was pile shuffle and presented. Can you please have their deck properly shuffled? The judge then told the player who called the judge call saying, you are acting too aggressive on this and I am removing you from this event.
What?
What?
In a competitive event for, I believe, Modern? Possibly Modern, maybe Pioneer.
That's ridiculous.
That is beyond ridiculous. I've been trying to get more information just because I got really engrossed in on this. I have to see if I can pull it up later off camera. But basically, people are saying you need to call that judge out.
Yeah.
Call the LGS out.
Yeah.
Because that's just bullcrap. If that is what happened. Now, obviously, there's two sides of every story.
Right.
So, but basing it off that of just the information that I've seen and known, it is looking like this either if I had to make a guess, maybe this guy was the judge's friend.
Sure.
And just doing that. Or B, that player who is talking about this could have maybe they use different verbiage or something. I don't know. But of what it's looking like is this judge made the complete wrong call.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Like, obviously, the person who's telling the story is biased in their favor, but
Sure.
Yeah, but like unless they're like, "Yo, judge, what the fuck? Am I fucking like acting like that?"
Yeah. There's like there's been a few times where I've dealt with aggressive people. Most recently would be the RCQ that we had here, where one gentleman was
That guy followed you.
He followed me.
That guy followed you around.
Followed
Yeah.
me hardcore to talk about it. And
It
basically,
wasn't even his call.
It wasn't. It was his.
It was.
friend's
It wasn't
call.
even. It wasn't even his friend's game, or
Yeah.
I say his game. It was his friend's game.
It was his friend's game.
Yeah.
And basically, because I don't remember names, obviously, I wouldn't even say them if I did.
No, it's fucking Mike. I don't know.
The guy's name actually was Mike.
Oh shit!
Goes over to the
Sponge
deck list I still
Garmy,
have. But no, yeah, what ended up happening was there was an outside help call. Basically, one guy who was watching his friend play called out that he shouldn't have tapped his mana that way. In competitive REL, that is outside help.
Can't do that.
There are a lot of judges that would automatically give that guy a game loss. I'm a little bit more lenient with those calls just because it's like, they're probably used to just playing.
Yeah, not
around
everybody.
all the
Not
time.
everybody is used to the REL setting.
Exactly. So I usually go with a warning. I do with that first warning saying, hey, listen, this is competitive. This is how you go with things. I think that's a better way to handle those situations. Because ultimately, as a judge, you're worried about customer service.
Yeah, sure.
You literally, that's how they kind of teach it to you. Like, you want everyone to have a good time.
Yeah.
So you're
At the
not.
end of the day, this is a game.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's a game. You're looking to have a good time. You're not looking to disqualify people, but you will if you need to. So what ended up happening was the guy came up, one of his other friends. This was a totally different person too.
Yep.
Not because the two other people, they understood like, that makes sense. No, that's cool. But the other guy was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have counted that as outside help or anything. I said, well, this is how the rules state.
Yeah.
I explained it to him, and like the whole game, he was saying like little snide comments, which I didn't care. It's whatever. You don't have to agree with judges. There are ways you can go online and complain about judges. If you want to complain about me, please do. I don't care. But the whole point is that handling aggression and handling things like that, there are ways to do it. If someone is being obviously too aggressive, like you think it's going to get violent, you remove them. You talk with your LGS. You contact authorities if you need to.
Yep.
That's just the obvious thing there. But there are some cases like there was no, like according to this tweet, there was no pulling the player aside, no nothing. It was you're being too aggressive, you're being disqualified.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's not how you handle it. You pull a player aside. If you have to disqualify someone, you're not out there to embarrass them in front of everybody. You pull them aside and be like, okay, I need to disqualify you from this event. Your behavior is being very aggressive towards other players and towards me and everything like that. And as head judge and appeals judge, I am making the decision to disqualify you.
Yeah.
Please gather your stuff. The LGS has asked you to leave. And that's just how that goes.
Yep.
I've had to do that for when we did the judge conferences because that's a good training thing. I've seen it done in events, and it sucks, but it's what has to be done. But no, it sounds like with this situation, it was bad.
So I can count on my hand the number of times I'd have to disqualify a player, and the majority were things like theft.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you ever get you're getting kicked out for your behavior.
Yeah.
Like, well, granted, there was one, but that was because the guy was making horrifically sexist comments. And I was like, just get out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to give you a warning. I've heard it multiple times. Get out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
It's like,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's stuff like that. You got to. You got to on that. We had one of the judge conferences I did. Like, I overheard a comment, and that was supposed to happen because in judge conferences they actually, if they're like where they do like a mock tournament, they will present like because it's all judges there. And the best thing I ever heard, this L3 said, who was kind of like the head judge of that event, going like, so everyone here's a judge, and no one can ruin a game of Magic faster than another judge.
Yep.
So that's literally how it went. And one of the prompt sheets that the guy got was goes on the thing says, I want you to say a very rude comment to your opponent. Very rude comment. And the guy, I think it was an L2, and it was against another, it was actually a female opponent. And he goes, I can't believe I'm losing to a fucking girl.
Yep.
I heard that one. And I stopped him. I said, I got to stop this. I need to pull you aside. Went through. He acted like an aggressive player. He's like, well, I want to appeal it. He's like, that's fine. If you have a seat right here, I'll talk to the appeals judge, bring him over, and just went from there. And that's literally how you handle situations. Like, you pull them aside, you talk to them, because you don't want to escalate it any further right there at the table. But hopefully they get that situated.
Yeah.
Call that judge out.
Yeah, that guy's...
Yeah.
If all of the information we have is true,
Yes.
that guy sucks.
Yeah, unless like a Twitter video pops up of like the other perspective where this guy's like slamming on the table, screaming and frothing with rage.
Right. If I see
Yeah.
that, then it's like, okay, no,
Yeah.
then you needed to go.
Yep.
But it's because there are people like that. There are definitely people like that. But yeah, no, that was an interesting little thing I saw over the weekend. So I was like, wow. But I think that's all we got today.
One real quick request. Wizards, can you please unban Meathook Massacre? I've already had to play against 3 Grant token decks, and I miss my friend. They're getting too cocky. I need them cut down to size again.
What's wrong, though?
I had an opponent who cast 4 wedding announcements in 7 turns. The other spells he cast were Join the Dance and, like, Pump Effects. That was it.
Okay, I saw a deck list on Arena that was, it was Naya, and it was running the 5-drop white enchantment that has Hideaway 5.
Yeah.
It's part of like fight rigging and all that.
Yep.
But it's the one where it's like whenever you attack with a creature, you make that many tokens, and if you have 10 or more, you can cast the card on it. I ran into that. I was playtesting a new deck. I'm like, okay, let me go into the casual just to kind of play test this Jund deck.
Hey, have you guys heard of this really cool card called Depopulate?
It's really good, but I was playing Jund. It was out of those colors.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's so sad for you.
Yeah, I have burned down the house. So
Exactly. Come on.
Oh no, it's in my sideboard for
You
that
good.
reason in particular. So no, it's fine. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I just die. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, no. They rubbed salt in that wound. They just basically stalled the game out until they went Halo Fountain, go to combat, untap all my guys, and I Alta Ford.
Oh,
Damn.
I can't even blame you for
I've never
that
been
rage
disrespected
quit.
this badly before.
Damn. That's rough.
Man, I kind of want to do that in an actual paper game now, just to see the look on somebody's face. I am a monster. We already knew this.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's all we got for the week, guys. So yeah, we'll be back next week. I wonder if Brothers War spoilers. They should be starting soon.
Yep. 27th.
Okay, yeah. On my birthday.
Birthday. Little birthday boy.
Yes, I'll be old. So yeah, I've been Andrew.
I am happy.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you next week on the MTG Rundown. Later, guys.
Later, Skater.